Hello everyone, a warm welcome to you all. My name is Manju. Today I will be presenting on this topic AtliQ Grands Hotel Analysis. This analysis pertains to hospitality domain. I did this project with Power BI as part of the boot camp that I have been taking with Code Basics. Let us dive right into presentation now. So here are the contents. First we will discuss about company overview, then the business model of AtliQ, then the problem statement, then the objective. Then we will see some important metrics we would like to measure, and based on that I have made several interactive visual charts. Uh, and based on this analysis I will provide some insights and some recommendations to improve AtliQ Grands hotels in the places they are lagging in. Let us have a brief overview of AtliQ Grands. So AtliQ Grands is a very reputable chain of upscale hotels. They cater to both luxury and business travels. They have locations in some of the biggest cities in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Delhi and Mumbai. They have been a key player for the past 20 years. This is AtliQ business model. So these are the two primary categories, luxury and business. And then luxury, we have several subcategories of luxury hotels like AtliQ Grands, AtliQ Exotica, AtliQ Blue and AtliQ Bay. And then business, we have AtliQ City, AtliQ Palace and AtliQ Seasons. And then room types, we have different tiers here: standard, elite, premium and presidential. Revenues we get from them are different. So what we would like to analyze in this, this is the brief problem statement. So AtliQ has observed a decrease in both market share and revenue in both the sectors because of competition and management strategies. To reverse this trend, the management director wanted to find some data insights with data intelligence strategies. However, AtliQ lacks an internal team which has caliber to analyze this data. So they are considering hiring an external provider to identify the valuable insights. So we will be playing that external service provider in this presentation. And so objective, what is the objective? It is to figure out why the market share and revenue of AtliQ is dropping, and we will also find what could be the possible reason for it, and we will give some recommendations to correct them. Here we have some important key metrics to analyze and understand the project. First one is revenue. Means this is total amount of money earned from the all hotel bookings. ADR, average daily rate, is the average revenue earned from the each room sold per day. Next, RevPAR, revenue per available room, average revenue generated per available room whether it is occupied or not. DBRN, daily booked room nights, is the average of rooms booked per day over the given period. DSRN, daily sellable room nights, is the average number of rooms ready for sale per day. DURN, daily utilized room nights, is the average number of rooms actually utilized by customers per day. Next, occupancy percent, shows how many rooms were occupied compared to total number of rooms available. Cancellation percent, this shows the percentage of bookings that were cancelled compared to the total bookings made. Total checked out, the number of guests who successfully completed their stay and checked out the hotels. Total number of bookings. This counts the bookings that were made by customers, but these customers never show up their stay. Realization percent shows percentage of bookings that resulted in successful checkouts. This is all about key metrics. Let's move to the dashboards that I have created to analyze this data. This is home page of the dashboard. Here we have three buttons: source, performance overview, revenue overview, and bookings overview. Let's move to performance overview. By clicking here, we can navigate to performance overview. This is the performance overview dashboard. On left side, we have data slider with the with help of this we can change dates here, and we have some abbreviations here. Also, we have some filters here by city, property, platform, and week number. On top, we have page buttons. With the help of this, we can navigate to different pages and our dashboards. Um, then we have different cards here, which are the measures of revenue, RevPAR, ADR, etc. So, if we see this revenue card here, it shows the revenue, and below this it shows number of weeks, number of week over week change. So, if you see here, it is minus 81.7%. It means that is a drop of 81.7% from the past week of this past week to this week. And we can simply see this symbol and identify if it is has reduced or increased. For example, we used here a red color button with a down arrow to show a drop, and similarly green with the up arrow for growth. And if it is a constant, we show an yellow with a horizontal line, and these lines showing how the trend going. If we hover the cursor on this graph on say one of these cards, it shows the weekday and a weekend revenue difference for each week. Similarly for RevPAR, IDR, occupancy percent, and for all the cards. Next we have this key metrics by property. It has realization, cancellation, average rating as well for all the properties, and also other key parameters. And this is gas chart. um, it shows average rating of 3.6 out of 5, and we have a donut chart for revenue by category. We can see here that luxury segment gives almost 62% of revenue, and this shows occupancy percentage. So the weekends seems to occupy give us more revenue because perhaps due to holidays, and generally there are since we get more from luxury segment, it is likely from travel. Mm. Then we have here a bar chart about realization percentage and ADR by platform. So different platforms have different realizations, right? If we see that the direct offline ADR is the highest, so the direct offline channel charges the higher because of the human to human interaction in it, and the loyal customers base, unlike to online portal. People check across several online portals and choose the lowest rate. Here we have the key metrics week over week trends for RevPAR, ADR, and occupancy percent. We can see the average daily rate is constant. So whenever there is a drop in occupancy percent, we see a drop in the RevPAR. if we choose a dynamic pricing, we can charge more when the demand is better, and we can keep the existing static pricing or a lower prices on these days where the demand is lower, so that we can get a bit better occupancy and revenue. This is all about overview dashboards. Let's move to revenue dashboard. This is the overview dashboard. So we have different cards here related to revenue, like RevPAR, realization, DSRN, DBRN, and DURN. So this is the bar chart shows revenue generated and revenue realized by platform. So we treat the revenue as generated when there is a booking. However, all bookings do not get materialized. Some of them get cancelled, so revenue realized tends to be smaller than the revenue generated. So that's what we can hear. Next, if we come to this decomposition tree, so this shows the split of revenue by city and further in categories, business and properties and room class. So this is also enables us to do the root cause analysis. For example, if you see Delhi is the lowest, so from we can identify what is the reason for. Delhi is the lowest among them. Business class is lower, and business class revenue is also lower. So we can split for each category of business, property, and identify it with this decomposition chart. Mm. Next, we have a bar chart here for revenue by room class. So elite rooms are the premium rooms, the pricey rooms. So we get higher revenue from them. And this is the revenue by day type. So we have weekdays have more revenue, and weekends we have about 30% of revenue. Similarly, we have revenue by category here, and we have another bar chart here by revenue and category. Sorry, by revenue by property. And Exotica gives us the highest revenue. This is all about revenue view dashboard. Let's move to bookings overview. So this is bookings overview dashboard. Um, we have same way we show some different cards here related to bookings, like total bookings capacity, successful bookings, checkout, cancellation bookings, and no show bookings. And we have a donut chart here which shows total bookings by booking status. So about 70% of bookings are materialized, and about 25% are cancelled, and 5% are no show. And this is donut chart shows total bookings by day type. Weekdays we have more bookings than weekends. And this is area chart shows total bookings and cancellation by each platforms over here. And then we have a key metrics table here. We can click on the plus button here before each city to expand it into different hotels in the city. And this is occupancy percentage by city. This shows Delhi is the highest and Bangalore is the lowest. So asset utilization of Delhi is the highest and Bangalore is the lowest. So this is all about my dashboards. Let's get into insights and recommendations that I have drawn. So here we can see the insights based on our Power BI dashboards, so that we can So what we see is Mumbai generates the highest revenue of 668 millions, whereas Delhi is the lowest with 294 millions. However, Delhi tops both in occupancy and rating. So AtliQ Exotica performs better compared to all properties with revenue 320 millions and a rating of 3.6 and occupancy percentage of 57% and cancellation rate is 24%. Other travel platforms are the primary booking source, generating 40% of total bookings and revenue. Direct offline booking contributes the least to bookings and revenue generation with 5%. The elite rooms generates more revenue, but standards are lacking there. Weekdays brought the highest revenue among to a total of 1.18 billions and ratio of revenue for luxury segment to business segment is 62 is to 38. Let's move to recommendations. So we have the recommendations here. So based on the numbers we saw, Delhi has the lowest revenue but the highest occupancy and rating. So there is a highest customer satisfaction and occupancy there, and there is still untapped demand. So we can consider adding more hotels to Delhi in Delhi. Next, RevPAR is the lowest and revenue is the second lowest for Hyderabad. So, capital requirement for the new hotels to be added in Delhi, because since already AtliQ is not doing best because they are losing market share. So, there might be a capital current. So, we can consider leasing out or closing some hotels in Hyderabad because they are not doing well, and cancellation percent are high for bookings through make your trip. So we should provide a feedback form to the customers uh, to fill to get some insights in what's caused the customers to cancel their trips. Then Bangalore has the highest revenue but has the lowest rating. So that means so people have no better choices, so they are coming here. We should not let the poor customer service continue. If some other competitors can see it and take our customers, so we should quickly correct this. We should find out what's failing short for the customers, and we should address it at the highest priority, so that whatever revenue we are getting from Bangalore should not be lost. So that is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. Please feel to provide valuable feedback in the comments. Thank you.